get into this deep dive. We're looking at something really interesting today from the football world. The transfer window's open, and, well, for the first time in maybe 8 years, there's this bit of uncertainty around Andy Robertson at Liverpool. We're using a BBC Sport article that sort of unpacks it all. Atletico Madrid's interest, Liverpool may be looking elsewhere.
Yeah, and what we want to do here is just filter through the speculation and really focus on the key things influencing his future. You know, why might he stay? What's the appeal of maybe going abroad? Could he fit at Atletico? And, of course, what are the fans thinking?
Right, because the big news, the catalyst, really, seems to be Atletico Madrid being keen. That's what the article highlights. But what adds another layer, I think, is Liverpool reportedly looking at Milos Kerkez from Bournemouth.
Mm-hmm. And that price tag, 45 meters, 50 pound meters, that suggests he wouldn't just be cover, right? Possibly the new first choice under Arne Slot. That changes the whole dynamic.
Exactly. And that potential arrival, well, it obviously impacts Robertson directly. Now, he apparently said recently his focus was just on his holiday. Hadn't given his future much thought, which you'd expect.
Sure, standard stuff. But he also apparently feels, physically great. He's 31, thinks he's got a lot left, ready to fight for his place, basically.
And you can see why he'd back himself. Look at his record at Anfield. 7 years, massively successful. Won the lot, didn't he? Including that second league title last season.
Absolutely. And he wasn't just a bit part player last year either. Started, 33 out of 38 games? Still vital?
Yeah, plus family settled, club legend status pretty much guaranteed. And the article suggests Liverpool do want him to stay to compete. It's a long season.
Right. They probably see the value in having that quality and experience, even with a new signing pushing him. It feels like a situation where they'd ideally want both competing.
Okay, so that's the state argument. Pretty strong. But what about the go side? Why might a move appeal? The article points out, well, if Kerkez does become number one,
then Robertson might want regular football. He's that kind of player, isn't he? Always wants to be involved. And Atletico's interest, that puts a move abroad properly on the table, maybe for the first time.
And didn't he mention something before about teammates playing overseas?
He did, yeah. The article brings that up, talking about players like Gilmore, McTominay, seeing different ways of playing, different lifestyles, stepping out of the comfort zone.
Right, and maybe a slightly different pace. Premier League is relentless.
That's another angle floated, yeah. La Liga, Serie A, maybe slightly less physically demanding week in, week out. Could potentially help extend his career at the top level. Now he's 31.
Interesting point. So let's talk Atletico then. Diego Simeone. How's that fit look? Simeone's teams are, well, intense, aggressive, defensively solid.
Very solid. Second best defense in La Liga last season, I think. And look, Robertson is known for bombing forward, getting assists.
Yeah, under Top especially.
But he's a capable defender, too. That intensity, his leadership, that whole personality on the pitch, you can see Simeone valuing that hugely, can't you?
Definitely. And working with Simeone himself could be a draw. Plus, Atletico need defenders. Apparently some are leaving.
Yeah, as Pilaqueta, Mendava mentioned. So there's an opening, potentially.
Okay, so we've looked at Liverpool's angle, Robertson's potential view, the Atletico fit. What about the fans? What's the feeling there, according to the piece?
Oh, it's properly mixed, as you'd probably guess. Some fans are saying, look, maybe a few mistakes creeping in, age might be a factor, minutes need managing, but still valuable.
Right, acknowledging the reality but wanting him around.
Exactly. Others see him as a legend, full stop, but maybe accept his high-energy style might be catching up. Then you've got some thinking, well, if Kerkez comes, maybe he just has to get used to being backup sometime.
And the other end of the spectrum.
You've got the one saying, he's our left back, end of, anyone new has to displace him, total loyalty. And even one suggestion, given his contract maybe isn't super long-term, perhaps it's time to move on, use Tsimikas as backup.
Wow, okay. So a real range of views there.
Yeah.
So wrapping this up, it really feels like a classic crossroads moment for a top player, doesn't it? Stay and fight for your place against potentially serious competition at the club where you're a hero.
Or take on a totally new challenge abroad, new league, iconic manager, different style of football. Big decision.
It really is.
Yeah.
And it leaves us with a thought for you listening. Thinking about Robertson's situation, how much weight do you think age and the specific demands of a league or maybe a manager's style should really play in these massive career choices when players hit their 30s?
Yeah, how much do those factors weigh against loyalty, legacy, and just staying where you're established? Something to chew on.